You did that, did you? Yeah, you like a bit of grapefruit?
Ollie's sharing his grapefruit skin with Norma. Greedy guts.
Chew it first, come on, love. I'm gonna wee now.
Mid-wee. Thanks very
love.
much. Yeah.
Oh, on the toilet. Service on the toilet, eh? You greedy little girl. See if anybody else wants some. They're not tame as normal.
No, Norma's really tame. Yeah. And Ollie was helping me do some fencing yesterday, and he collected a lot of the fresh eucalyptus leaves to prevent flies being near the caravan. He put it on the floor for 2 seconds and the goat ate it. Ollie and I were just talking about removing this esteva bush because it's making them stand up on the fence to eat it. So he's throwing the offcuts and they're straight over here to eat it. Well, Edna is. Do you like that, Edna? They seem to love that stuff. Comes Milker. Right, well I'm just going to do a quick walk round and show you what Ollie and I have been doing on all the fencing. Let's go and have a look. We had a post there which was part of the gate which burnt in the fire, so Ollie and I have replaced that, retension the mesh, fix the little wooden posts on the top, because that stops the goats picking on the gate section to jump in or jump out, as it's the lowest point. As you can see, the barbed wire is higher and that's enough, but this, that they know they can jump it and they do it. This is all completely new now, thanks to Ollie's help, all the way along the bank here. Tight enough for the goats. You can see that spring in it. And we've done all along the edge of the driveway there, all the way along this other terrace. We've sorted that gate out, and we've done the next one down there all along, and I'll go down and show you a little bit of that just so you can see what we've been up to, because we've not been showing a lot of it because I imagine people installing fences are going to be a bit boring to watch. These are some of the beams left from the house. This is one of the main beams which we kept here to salvage, but unfortunately the fire came in those years ago, as you can see, and it burnt a load of them, and we just left it. And I think in the next week or so I'll pick this up in the tractor and trailer and take it away. So this is what Ollie and I did. We're now fenced here and here, and then it runs all the way along there. We've obviously had to tie little wooden posts to the shorter granite posts to get the height to support the fence, and then we're going to run another wire along the top, because as this is a bit shorter they'll jump this and they'll try and get in. And we've got a gate so we can come in and get the goats, or we can let the goats out this way. The little brown piles are brambles that Yana has been cutting, and there's some other bits that Ollie and I cleaned up. I want to come in here with a tractor and take this away before all the grass grows into it, because then you'll lose these patches for the goats, so it's worth taking it away. Keep as many square feet of grass going as possible. So as you can see, this is the driveway, and the goats, once they've eaten some bits on the top, they jump in here, and then they've got full access to where we don't want them. So, and then Ollie and I have come along here. And we've also fenced this section in all the way around. Ollie's had a little prune of the plum tree there, which is semi-recovering after the fire. Unfortunately there's one behind it that's completely dead, and that's not going to return, so I might well pull that one out with the tractor. As you can see, we've come all the way around here, and this wall's about 6 feet high, but the goats will gladly, even the 2-week-old babies, they'll jump off this wall into the road, and then they go where they want, and we're not managing them. So this way we've got 4 terraces now that we can keep them in. We can get on with our work knowing that the goats are kept in a certain area and they're eating well, and that frees up many hours of work. Rather than chasing goats, we can actually get on and start achieving other things. So Ollie's helped me a great deal here. It really has helped a lot. Right, so let's go up and see this poorly goat. After that, the girls have said that, very sadly, it looks like Chestnut and Horns, which is our sick girl, and that's what we call her. She's not looking very good this morning. She's been up and down day to day. So let's go and see what she looks like, because I'm not sure if we're going to have to call the vet to get them to put her down, which I really don't want to do, but it might be the best option. So let's have a look. I'm sad to say she's died. And I just wanted to say a few words about yesterday. Couldn't really bring myself to talk much about it on the camera. All of us are really quite upset about our poor goat. Not so much, you know, a goat has died. I mean, it happens to all of us and everything on this planet, unfortunately, but we really thought we were saving her, and unfortunately she left yesterday. So we're really sort of disappointed that she was looking a lot brighter, having on and off days. We've given her all the treatments. If anybody's sort of wondering why we didn't get a vet in, it sort of might become apparent in a minute when I say what happened yesterday. I called the vet after we found her dead, and I would have expected the vet, because they're a registered goat herd, just like in England with DEFRA, any animals that dies is normally taken away and an autopsy is performed, and they find out exactly what killed that goat. One, it stops infections passing to the other animals. It's all pretty obvious, really. And he told me to bury her, which I think is quite odd, which I've done, and poor Ollie helped me. Neither of us enjoyed that task, but she's laid to rest now, and she's right at the top of the farm. So one, if there is anything particularly bad with her, she's not in the farm where we walk the other goats, so if there was any sort of anything nasty or contagious in the animal, it's buried well out of the way. But I really would have preferred that the vet took her away and gave her an autopsy and actually told us what it was. He thinks it was ticks, Lyme's disease, which I think is quite... He's a vet, I'm not a vet, you know, so I'm not going to sort of say I think the guy's wrong, but I just don't know, it just doesn't feel right. It really was, all the symptoms were exactly the same as the parasites, but he could well be right. Tick fever is extremely nasty, so if the goat did have it, maybe that's what finished her off. But just all a bit down today that we've lost one of our very friendly, lovely little goats, and I feel like I've let her down in a way, but it's one of those things, isn't it? So let's try and maintain positivity. All the rest are very good, and I think we're about to see them be completely mad this morning trying to get them into the other field. So there's a bit of a sad update on what happened yesterday with our goat, and let's hope she's resting somewhere better. I've got to wander down and shut the front gate, because we're going to bring the goats in the back garden, as you've been seeing us do in the last few days. And then we'll push them up here and we'll get them into this field here. So I'll go down and shut the gates. Now I'm just waiting for the girls to come down with the goats, and Molly probably teasing them down with a bucket of corn. I think I can hear movement. Oh, and Ollie and Yana are back. Ollie and Yana went for a walk to the lake this morning, and they've just come back, bless them, to come and help us with the goats. We need to to get them down here quickly before they get distracted and then they wander off, and I can see one or two wandering off right now, which I think I'm going to go and have to help. Shh. Undercar. Shh. Shh. Here they come. Undercar. Undercar. Here come the stragglers. Come on. Shh. Come on. Shh. Up front. Shh. 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 Come on. Shh. Come on. Is that all of them?
I think that's all of them, mate.
Excellent job. Another easy manoeuvre. Brilliant. Do you enjoy your walk?
Yeah, that's what. Is everyone open?
Yeah, the other gate's ready. Come on. Give it a rattle, mate. Come on, goats. Undercar. Under. Yeah, you won't get her out of that if she starts.
Come on.
Yeah, actually. Thanks, buddy.
Ooh,
Come on, undercar. Come on.
come on.
Good girl. Stay. Susie, Susie, undercar, Susie, undercar. Susie, Susie, undercar.
Where is she?
Down at the bottom of the driveway.
Oh no.
Hello, Fred. What you doing? She knows where she's got to go. There's a good girl. She got a bit eager and got ahead of herself and went the wrong way.
Susie, come back in.
Yep. Yep, she's just there. Hello, Edna. Hello, darling. You doing? You're checking out the escape routes, are you? Well, hopefully there aren't any. Although with goats, there's always an escape route. There we go, and that's why we fenced along this wall here. You can see what all the little babies are doing. Nibbling all the growth from the roses that grow inside the wall there. And then once they get bored, like goats do very quickly, of being stuck in one place, unless you trap them in it like we have, they jump over there in the driveway, and they've got access to the front of the house. So they go around the back and destroy all our plants and knock all our pots over, and just generally a nightmare. But like this is working out really well. What's up, farmer?
I think Nancy's mama's got 3 ticks underneath her ear tag.
Right.
That will be Diane.
But she wouldn't stay still for me.
No, they don't like their ears being touched. which makes it really hard if they have got some ticks. And that's the thing, what we were saying earlier about a poor girl we lost yesterday. Our goats don't have ticks. Yeah, they get one or two, but you see herds of sheep and goats here and they're absolutely covered in them. And we've got the vet coming on Saturday who's going to give them a treatment, a biological treatment, because you can't just give these goats any sort of drug because they're milking goats, and those drugs can end up, these two fighting here, they can end up passing that on into the milk, and obviously you don't have that with milking goats. So but like this, they're eating very well. Like this one would have eaten half of what she's just taken there and wandered off looking for something else. They just like the very, very best bits. Hello? 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 Hello, Eddie. Where's your friend? Ah, here's your friend. And Zeus is trying to make friends with the cat, but the cat's a cat. Edna, the field's full of stuff. And now you're teaching your daughter.
Come here. Come here.
Look at them all, look. About to put some fencing up. I'm going to drill holes in the top of that wall along there, so it's roughly like these posts in the middle, and then hopefully the goats will stop jumping out of here and destroying them. You can see the top of the wall's been hammered by the goats. We just hope the generator's going to not die on us. From over there? Yeah, something like that. What are you doing, Molly?
I'm cutting these vines back so hopefully that they cover this when they grow out new in
Yeah,
summer.
because we sort of neglected them for a couple of years. Don't walk on the very end tile, darling, because the roof finishes just in front of you. The roof support finishes there, so don't walk beyond that
no.
on these because they'll snap off.
Don't walk any further than the granite line.
Yeah.
So Yana and Ollie have dug a channel so we can bury the wire for Dad's electric in his shed.
A hole.
Yeah. Put that in with it.
And then you use that as a raw plug.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you just do it off. That's the idea. I don't know if I've never tried it on tap.
Do you want some little masonry bits, or have you got those as well?
All alright. Thank you. Not so apart.
Maybe you want more of the head hanging out there than that.
Let's go in between the two. I missed it. Or maybe a 6. That's the idea then, Molly, look.
Okay.
Yeah, that's perfect now, Rick. I've done it a bit too long. Got a long screw. Which box was it in?
There's a couple on the windowsill,
Alright, okay.
on the far right, behind the packet. I'll grab you some more in a sec. What you can stand on your lead.
Long screw.
I think that'll be alright. We're just going to track it in there and catch on the place, isn't it? And Ollie's over there tidying up my wiring that I've done in here. I'm going to try and get some lights going and then hopefully put some benching and shelving over here so I don't keep going mad looking for everything, because at the moment it's not just in here, there's stuff absolutely everywhere. Well, we've never really had a proper shed, so it's going to be good. Ollie, bless him, has very kindly tidied up all my wiring in here and checked that all the fuses are correct and everything. We've run everything up in conduit, and we've got the sockets mounted here. We've got one here, and we've got the feed for the wood lathe, which is in here. It's looking a bit cramped in here at the moment with all the spare bits of wood. But there's my bench that I made before, and this morning Ollie and I have put another bench this side and some narrower shelving there, and I'm going to put a little bit more shelving up if I've got the wood left, which I think I have. Ollie's run some new sockets here for me, and that's going to make a massive difference to the workshop. I can really get on and sort of start not kitting it out, because I'm not doing much else to it, but when I buy bags of raw plugs, boxes of screws, and because Castello Branco's a 25-minute journey what you try and do is think of the next few jobs you've got in line, and I try and buy as much of the equipment as well I can afford or that I need. Bring it back, it gets put in one of our other sheds, or it gets put in places in the house, and then I forget where it is. The girls have cleaned up, or we've had to clean up, put boxes on top, and things get lost, and I waste hours looking for things. So having all these shelves like this here, I have all my, I'm going to put 2 more shelves up here. Well, I'll probably try and fill this up, so I've got a lot of places to put things. I've got another bench on that side, it's going to be for wood, so if I service a chainsaw or I sharpen the blade on it, because I've got a chain sharpener here, I can use it on this bench. So it's going to be brilliant, and I've got power sockets now. So Ollie, thanks a lot, buddy.
So Alan, today I'm going to be teaching you how to make an organic citrus cleaner using some of our lemons and oranges that we have on the farm. So what you're going to need is a plastic bottle, some cleaning vinegar, and some fruit. And also a very cute whippet. You gonna help me? Okay. So you're gonna start off doing, you're also gonna need a knife. You're gonna peel your citrus. And then probably slice that in half. And then we're gonna shove this in the bottle. You don't like lemon. You could also use this in a glass. You could also do this in a glass jar. But today I don't have any glass jars handy, so I'm just going to be using a water bottle. So we use the inside of the fruit to make some of our traditional lemonade, lemon curd, and lots of other things that we make here on the farm. Yeah, so nothing does get wasted. So you probably get the idea. You just put the citrus rind in here, and then you just use some household vinegar and mix it. But I have one I prepared about a week ago, and as you can tell, it's taken on the colour of the citrus fruits, and we will use this to clean the kitchen, the bathroom, and anything that needs a good clean.
And it removes grease.
Yes, and it removes grease. Well, actually, apparently it has an aroma of lemon.
There's lemon in it already? Cheating, I see.
Shortcuts, is it?
Shortcuts.
So this here is a all-natural cleaning vinegar. We can buy this in most supermarkets, and even Lidl have this stocked.
Someone chilling out in the hot sun.